Alright, so now we are here on Module 2, Forex Technicals, and I'm just here with Hitan. Just going to run through what we're going to be telling them. So Hitan, do you remember what are the three main things we're supposed to do with the clients? Hitan?
Yeah, hi there. Yeah, three main things.
You basically got to tell them what you're going to tell them.
That tell
Yeah.
them what you're gonna tell them. Tell them,
Yeah.
and then tell them what you've already told. Tell them what you've told them.
That's right. Tell them what you're going to tell them. So this is what we're doing here. And then tell them. And then basically then tell them what you told them. Yeah?
What you told them. That's it.
So that's what we are trying to do. Just put all the comments in blue so that you guys can follow. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. So you can see at the end of this module, which is module 2, they will understand how to read price of charts, talk about currency pairs, know how to read candlestick charts, difference between uptrend and downtrend, understand the principles of support and resistance. Okay, let's go through it then. Forex charting, yeah? So there's two types, isn't it? Chelsea bar and candlestick. Now, then we go on to talk about the Chelsea bar itself. Do you remember the usual story that Rishi talks about here? He talks about a particular analogy.
Okay, because I can't remember the analogy, but obviously I would have talked about the fundamentals of the bar itself, the open, high, low, close.
Yeah, what we want to just basically introduce to them is like open, close, high, low, and we usually compare this to a sweet shop. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, the sweet shop analogy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or you can use another shop. It's up to you, really.
Yeah.
So the shop opens up early in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it closes, and then the highest it went. Then it closed a bit lower than the high because there was some repairs to do or something. Remember?
That's right. Yeah.
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 So compare it to that. You see, the people. Why we do that is to make them understand also the first point of market dynamics, which is everything that you do in your life is nothing exclusive to the financial markets.
Yeah, that's what I think what we need to try and emphasize in throughout the modules.
That's right.
That none of this is exclusive.
Absolutely. So that makes them, you see, get out of this barrier that they have in their head that financial markets is another thing altogether. It's like very difficult. It's like, oh, I can't understand it. It's not. It's like what you're doing every day. It's normal concept of buying and selling.
That's right. Yeah, and I guess I remember the sweet shop analogy was to use what sort of like say for example 1,000 sweets or something, or a bag of sweets at a certain price.
No, what we usually do is that we just say that this particular shop, let's say along Piccadilly Circus, opens up early in the morning. And the amount of money that is got in the till is about £100. So that's your open price, right?
Oh, of course, yes. Amount of till.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then in the beginning of the day, there was a bit of expenses to dish out, and it went down to £90.
Got it.
Yeah. Then after that, lots of customers came through the door, and there was lots of sweets being sold.
Yeah.
And then and the cash too got so much of money from clients that it went up to £180. So that's your high, and then finally then it closed because there was a few repairs to be done in the shop. It's a bit of a leak over here and there, and they had to do it, and that was £20 cost, and finally it closed at £100.
Yeah.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, what you have is an old Chelsea bar with an open, high, low, and close. That's it.
For a day.
Yeah, exactly, for a day.
That's it.
Yeah. We don't need to talk to them about time frames. We keep it really simple.
Oh yeah. Sure. Don't want to go into time frames. Okay.
Very good. Yeah. Next thing is just an example of an old Chelsea bar chart, and of course the opposite is true for the red bar, right? Yeah. The close. What you need to really tell them and drive the point home is that the green bar is a profitable day, or is a good day. Yeah, it's a good or profitable day.
Yeah.
Where the close is higher than the open. So to drill the message back home, you can ask them. So did the sweet shop make a profit that day? And most of them will say yes, because the cash till closed at £180, right? But it opened at £100, no?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
it made a profit of £80. So it is a good day. It's a profitable day. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of technical terms, that's a green bar. That's a green old Chelsea bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're really,
Okay.
if you're really good and you get more aware, then
Yeah.
you can tie it back to saying that, I also, based on just a simple example, you'll understand why trading the financial markets is nothing exclusive to what you're doing every day.
Mm.
Mm? You have,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really a simple principle.
Sure. Yeah. Got it.
Okay, so the red bar is a down day basically. That means the sweet shop closed lower than the open.
Mm-hmm.
Then candlestick, nothing different. The same concept, just that the open and close is made into a body, and then you get a candle.
Yeah.
Now the only way to find out whether the
Mm.
close was higher than the open or the close was lower than the open is by looking at the color of the bar or the candlestick. Am I
Oh,
right? Am I right to say
okay.
that?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just write that down. The only way to note if the close was higher or lower than the open is to look into the color of the candlestick.
Candle. Yeah. Green or red.
Okay, so then we got then candles here, so I've already explained that, so that goes on to explain more. In fact, we can put this into the other slide, yeah?
Yeah. So then
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
put it into this slide, yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Then next is an example of a candlestick chart. Next one here, then we are looking at Forex shorting trends. Yeah?
That's right. Yes. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so over here, what we are seeing is we're just talking about trends. The simple thing, you got to make them repeat. So get, what did we used to call it before? Client engagement, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Client engagement. Yeah.
Yeah, client. Is that what we called it last time?
Client engagement.
You can't remember, is it?
Yes, we did. We did.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
Yes. See.
client.
Yeah. Client engagement. Yeah.
Yeah, client engagement. So in client engagement, you basically get them to repeat the definition of an uptrend or downtrend. And also one thing you also got to mention here is that uptrend you will look for the letter U, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That's right. Yeah.
Downtrend you look for the letter N. No, other way around, isn't it? Uptrend is N.
And
In fact, N
so,
in this N, small n, and then downtrend is U. Remember
yeah,
that the N, you got to draw the N in such a way that the low is higher than the previous low, yeah? And you basically need two N's for a uptrend. Is that okay?
yeah.
We don't want to go into too detail here because I know sometimes what we may be thinking is that, hey, hang on a minute, I don't really need two N's because you only really need one N with the next price taking out the last swing high for a variation one breakout. But of course we don't want to be talking about all that to them, yeah?
But that would be probably confusing or.
Yeah, it's too complex, isn't it? It's no point. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, we just always keep it simple for them, yeah?
One step at a time.
That's right. So here is two U's. But this one is very important, yeah? Make sure that they get it. Two U's. Huh?
Yeah.
You will know if they got it or not when you, especially when you do the end of the module, the question and answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
when they all repeat. But you did a good job last time because the next day when we recapped it, most people knew all the answers of the first module. So you're doing a good job, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So next, so that's example of a downtrend there,
Okay.
and that's an uptrend there. Okay. Next thing, this is a consolidation,
Yeah.
right?
So trends, downtrends, and consolidation,
That's right.
oscillation.
Yeah. So then here's an example of that. So over here you can then question them again. Client engagement. where you can
Mm.
ask how many different market conditions can there be. Yeah.
How many different? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So there's 3 different types, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, uptrend, downtrend, and consolidation. This is a small recap here. So let's have that. Okay, good. So that's to do with that. And then after that, I believe that will get them to lunchtime. Am I right to say that? Yeah, that will get them to lunchtime. So then we'll talk about
So,
make it happen.
ah,
Yeah.
right. So halfway through. So just before going to principles of support and resistance,
Hmm.
it's lunch, is it?
That's right. And before lunch, we just talk about make it happen roadmap. So the whole point over here, the objective of make it happen is to get them clarity, and to inspire them, and also to see where trading can fit in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Ethan, I think I've gone through this before with you because trading gives a secondary cash flow, and therefore anything that gives a secondary passive cash flow, why can't it supplement anything, isn't it? Why can't it support anything you do?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. But you got to be clear on how what is it going to help and where you want to get to, right? Or else you don't know, or else you get lost.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if your real passion is in becoming a pilot and you need like some kind of cash flow passively to get you to training school and learn all the pilot training courses, then you can do end of day trading, no?
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah, it can
yeah.
always help anything you do, even businesses. Businesses always need cash flow. Cash flow is the most important thing.
Mm.
But you may not have interest, as may say, to become a full time trader, but maybe you can just follow trades and get that passive cash flow and then inject it back into your business.
Yes.
So this is what the next slide is about. It gives an example about how trading can help full-time work people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So here is talking about end of day trading, 50 minutes a day, follow the professionals, passive income, and then percentage of the profits is then put for your monthly expenditure,
Yeah.
right? And the money that you make from your work can also, a part of it can be put into your trading account as well. So in
Mm-hmm.
this way, what you're doing is that you're just going against the normal preconditioning that you are in which keep working for money, isn't it? Now you're making money
Yeah,
work for you.
exactly. And the more you do this, you're breaking the time money link.
That's right, spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's put that in. Breaking the time and money link. As we do this more and more, we are breaking. Then we can go through some questions here. What is it you want to make happen in your life? Split into 3 categories. The reasons for pain and pleasure, which is pain and pleasure. Right? What are the pain reasons that is going to get to where you want to get to? What are the pleasure
Yeah.
reasons that's going to get you to where you want to get to? The usual example I talk about pain in my own
Yeah.
personal perspective is especially when I need to wake up in the morning, remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
The pain of like
Yeah.
the pain or the fear of letting so many people down, right?
Yeah.
Or the pain
Uh-huh.
also of catching a flight. Do you remember? That's the usual thing that everybody relates to, the pain of catching a flight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you definitely don't want to miss a
Eh?
flight, isn't it?
Hmm.
It is so
Yeah.
like really painful, right? Lots of
That's right. Is
trouble, hassle.
you've organised it.
That's
Uh,
right. On top
through
of
all
that,
the.
really monetary as well. You got to pay a
That's right.
yeah, you got to pay a really large amount if you miss it. And
Exactly.
if you especially got to go there in an urgency as well, emergency, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm? And usually another thing that I usually talk about in the Make It Happen roadmap is I usually talk about um, will your life change? You know, there's two things that has got deepest impact in your life, isn't it? The people that you hang around with and the books that you read.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you making the? Are you writing that down on the
Yes, I'm
thing?
doing that. The people
Oh,
that
right, okay.
you
Because I'm
hang,
just making notes in my manual, but
okay,
the- oh
the
yeah,
people that you
yeah.
hang around with, and the books that you
Books that
read.
you read.
And then when I mention that, I usually will ask them. I'll pick out someone from the room, and then I'll ask the clients, would you think name? Let's see it is. Would you think if you were to live in the same room as Warren Buffett and all that, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
Warren
you remember that
Buffett.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Branson or whoever. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Would you? Do you think you'll be the same person in about 1 year? And of course, the answer is going to be different, no?
That's it. Yeah.
But you know what? You saw it live in front of you, an example of this on Traders Toolbox. Do you remember? Two people that you know came out to the front,
Hmm.
and you saw this that the people that you hang around with can have the deepest impact. Do you remember which one was it?
You, well, apart from you and Rishi.
Yeah, apart from yeah, but okay. No, two other clients who has hang around with us quite closely, and they came to the front and presented. When I don't you remember when I started talking about the upgrade for the live trading room?
Uh, well, are these the guys, the regular live trading room guys, or?
Yeah, very regular, man. They came to the front and they spoke, and they told you about the
Oh,
research.
sorry, of course, of course. You mean a Chris and Sujin,
There
yeah?
you go, man.
Yeah, yeah,
They've only spent like about 2 months intensively with me,
yeah, yeah.
and look at the change, right? They're talking about all kinds of variations. They're talking about all the trend, the market flow.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So that
That,
gives you a real life example right in front of your eyes.
mm.
What on how the people that you hang around with can have the deepest impact on you and get you faster to where you want to get to.
Yeah, it can change your, yeah. People you hang around with can have a very deep impact on your own mindset.
Absolutely.
So, it's important to hang around, you know, like-minded people.
Yeah, and you can give that example after you give Warren Buffett, and you can talk about even our thing in Master the Markets. I was in Traders Toolbox, and I'm continuously learning and upgrading myself. And we had two other clients who were really working
Yeah.
closely with, and they're on the research team. And look at how, and I was really amazed at how far they have come. Just a matter of 2 months. So what I'm trying to tell you all is that the people that you hang around with has got the deepest impact in your life. And by the time you probably will be able to give an example of your own life anyway, because
Hmm.
as we're going along, I'll be teaching you most of and putting you on research that you will learn so much that you'll be able to talk to them with that amount of conviction anyway.
Sure, yeah, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay, good. Then we go on to make it happen, and they can fill it up during lunchtime. So we can ask them to fill it up during lunchtime. Yeah?
Right, so draft out where you are in your life according to 3 categories.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's split into two things, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, usually it's what is it you want to make it happen, um, how are you going to make it happen, and where are you right now, and where does trading fit in? And another thing that I usually, the example that I usually give for make it happen, which is a sat nav. Do you remember?
The sat nav analogy, I do vaguely remember. Yeah.
A sat nav. I say, always when you get into the driver's seat, or the way that you got into this conference room today, would you have got
mm,
here without knowing where exactly you wanted to get into?
yeah.
You
Okay. Yeah.
can't, right? Every time you sit in the driver's
That,
seat, like
that's.
for example, you're going to leave in about 20 minutes now, or in fact, you should be leaving
That's
very
it.
soon. Now,
Yeah. I've got to get ready
right? I
soon.
mean, if you got into that car without knowing where you're going to get to, will you ever get to your destination?
No.
There you go. So like that, if we are doing that every day, whenever we are planning our journey to get to somewhere, then the usual question I usually ask is that why are we not doing that in the journey of life?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If we always know the destination on where we need to get to, when we get in the driver's seat, then why are we not doing that in the journey of life?
Yeah.
I believe this is the only thing that has brought us so far and mastered the market so far, you know. This absolute clarity on where we need to get to, and all thanks to my mentor who taught me this at the
Yeah,
crucial point, which was 5 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I think he's coming down this year, so I'll try to see if we all can get some time with him.
All right, right,
Actually, with everyone, yeah, that'd be very useful.
right. Okay.
Next, mystery prize. Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about the mystery prize, which is the Facebook thing. You can just mention
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. Very simple. Like the page. Say what you enjoyed most about the course.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then some prize winners
Okay.
from last time. And then after that, that's it. Lunch. And then during lunch, what we usually do, Hitan, is that we just play this in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All
That's
the
it.
posts. We
Yeah,
give them
yeah,
examples of what they can do as well. Then we
yeah,
carry
yeah.
on to principles of support and resistance. I know you're already running late, so
Yeah.
we can do this maybe on
Yeah, this
Monday.
is the other half. The principles of support and resistance. We can do Monday morning.
That's right. We can do Monday morning, and then we carry on from there.
Brilliant. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, man.
yeah.
It's all looking good.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, that's it. That's good. And
Awesome.
it's And are we going? Are we all going for the April 27th, 28th?
Yes, we're all going to be there for 27, 28. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be there. No worries. I won't leave you by yourself. Don't worry, man.
Fantastic. Good. No,
Okay.
it should be good. I look forward to it. Okay.
Have you got
Well,
any pressing trading questions at the moment?
um,